Welcome to Miami, where we're all still coming down from the high that was Karate Combat 40. I'm Alex Wendling, and we got to keep the action going for you because we are on the search for the next big star inside the pit. This is the Kumite.
The Kumite will be a contender series when we're looking for the next Aghayev, the next Raymond Daniels, the next Samuel Ericsson, the next superstar of Karate Combat.
It is the opportunity for the amateurs to take a step out of their comfort zone and fight for an actual Karate Combat contract.
This is the inaugural Kumite event. We're super pumped. Mr. Bouderbane Davis and I are going to be hitting the commentary, and we're just getting some information, some backstory, because we want to tell the world, the viewers, not just about the fights, but we want to tell the story about these great amateur fighters that are hopefully going to be in the pit as professionals one day.
Let's meet our expert jury. First up, the man, the myth, the legend, Bas Rutten. What's up, Bas?
I'm looking forward to Alex, man. This is going to be great. We're going to find the next superstar for Karate Combat. I will be looking at distance. Of course, there are techniques as well, but most of the time when you look at distance and the fighter controls the distance, you know you got something special on your hands.
Excited to see your feedback for those fighters. Next up, we have the president of the league, Adam Kovacs. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing great and excited to put karate back in the map, making history again with the Kumite and finding the next superstars.
And our final member of the expert jury, a star-studded sensation in the Karate Combat pit, Samuel Ericsson. What's up, man?
Hello, Alex. Nice to be here. I'm very excited. I will be looking for amazing stuff, energy, charisma, something that could possibly go viral. We'll see.
Thanks. Definitely looking for that star potential in there. That is our expert jury, and they're going to be giving feedback to the fighters right after their fights. And we have Ben the Bane Davis and Ross Levine, Karate Combat middleweight champion. These two gentlemen will be our commentators during the fights.
Coming up next on the Kumite.
I was very impressed. You couldn't feel the difference between the pro fight and an amateur fight.
Just lethal intention on every single strike, a lot of power.
I think I get more contact.
I felt you were the more schooled boxer.
He got me a couple good shots.
This is a really tough one, but I can't wait to see their decision.
We made a decision.
Next fight in the lightweight quarterfinals.
Big action while catching the kicks and throwing right back.
This is what we like to see at Karate Combat.
Pressure is the name of the game.
It was a little wild.
They give it all they have.
And the fight is over!
Close it up! First round KO!
Ref stopped it. What else is there?
First ever knockout in Kumite history. In order to make it into the Kumite, fighters had to submit a video. Dozens of fighters sent their applications from all around the world.
We have selected 14 fighters from 3 weight divisions: bantamweight, lightweight, and welterweight. 3 divisions, 3 opportunities to win the Karate Combat contract.
The fighters are going to fight in a mini tournament style. We're going to draw the first pairs who will face each other in a brutal display of skills and strategy. Only one fighter will advance to the next round.
Karate Combat is here with the show Kumite, and I'm here with our middleweight champion Ross Levine, and we are going to talk about the rules for Kumite.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first of all, the round system is different. We got 2 2-minute rounds. If it goes the last round to a split decision, or if it's a draw, it will go to a sudden death round. In striking, pretty much everything is the same, I would say, right?
But there's a couple of things that you can't do, Bas.
Okay, this is important.
So we know that in the full rules, we can do just about everything, but in the amateur Kumite rules, we cannot throw knees to the face. Body is fine. So we can still use those same rules that we apply, just nothing to the face. And of course, the highlight of Karate Combat is the pit wall.
Yep.
And it is free range. It is a standing target. That is still the same for the amateur rule set. However, you cannot throw kicks to the face. And that's about it for the rule set. But how are these guys going to look? I know the rules are going to be great. The fighters are going to fight great. How are these guys going to look?
They're going to look badass. I mean, Karate Kid, or what Cobra Kai should say, sleeveless. Whoa, and I just saw them standing there. It looks freaking awesome. They also will wear shin protection. That's the difference that we have. And then there's the ground and pound rule. What's the difference with the ground and pound rule in this?
So the pro rules, we have 5 seconds, but we want to see some great action. Actually, George St. Pierre has recommended this, and we're going to implement it here with the Kumite, where it's only 3 seconds. So as soon as that takedown happens, they're gonna get active real fast.
That's it. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. Godspeed.
Welcome everybody to the first ever Kumite. It's a historic moment for us. We did this to provide a platform where you guys can show us how good you are and give you the opportunity to fight for a contract.
But before they are being presented with this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, they have to make weight. Only those who can make the cut can take a shot at the ultimate victory.
In today's episode, we're going to present the 6 contenders of the lightweight division. Javier Ortega from Venezuela, Chad Cannon from Texas, Saeed Mohammed Hussein from India, Chance Wingo from Florida, Franklin Rivas from Costa Rica, and Layla Machado from Morocco.
All right, guys, so this is the fun part about events. Because this is a tournament style and the format and the weight classes, it's not fair for anybody else to be overweight.
We just had the weigh-ins and we had the 3 guys who were overweight. We just brought them in and told them that they will be disqualified if they cannot make weight within 1 hour.
Okay, let's go.
2 of the 3 guys will weigh in to the lightweight division. If they're unsuccessful, we might have to restructure the lightweight tournament.
Do the other one's not fighting 3 pounds.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, weight cuts rank amongst the most difficult obstacles a fighter must overcome en route to the pit.
There's not enough time there. You're still 2 full pounds away. It's 37, right? Yeah. 40 times up, man. So.
Layla Machado could not make weight. Now we're 1 fighter short for the elimination round in the lightweight division. Due to the fallout, Franklin Rivas moves directly to the semifinals, and his opponent will be chosen from the losers of the elimination fights by the jury.
You didn't pick it, nobody picked it. All they did was put their name out of the hat.
Now that the bracket is set, let's see who are going to fight in the first elimination round.
What's up, Karate Combat? My name is Chad Cannon. I know that I'm gonna be a great fighter for Karate Combat because I don't just fight, I do forms, I can do all the cool, crazy flips. My fight name is The Pastor because I bless you with these hands.
Chad Cannon.
Earning a Karate Combat contract mean an accomplishment of dreams I've been thinking about as a little kid. You know, I've been in martial arts 26 years, and you know, when I was a little kid, I always wanted to travel and compete like full contact, like Mortal Kombat style. So I started dedicating myself to Muay Thai for about the last 8 or 9 years. So with that, I've developed a good Muay Thai kickboxing base along with my sport karate base. So I feel like I'm a very adaptable fighter, and I can switch in between sport karate and Muay Thai or mix them both together.
My name is Javier Ortega. I'm a national karate athlete from Venezuela, national team for more than 10 years. I started karate at 3 years old.
I'm adapting to Karate Combat right now, and I think I can do a good show, and I can be one of the greatest. Punch hard, hit hard, and don't let any scratches in my face. I'm not good at it. I have good mentality, and I just want to show who I am. I used to get hit. Don't be crazy about the punches. Just one more, one less. It doesn't matter.
Here it is, first fight on the card. We've got Chad Cannon versus Javier Ortega. The lightweight matchup to start off the Kumite.
I do want to come out pretty hot, get him frustrated, get him coming in at me for I can hit him with good counters.
I'm good, I'm chill, I'm relaxed, mentally prepared. I did a lot of sacrifice and nothing will stop me.
From the blue corner, Javier Ortega, top 10 WKF competitor, Pan American champ, the national champion in Venezuela. A lot of sacrifice has gone into this opportunity. He tries to seize the ultimate moment here in the pit. On the other side of the coin, you got Chad Cannon, training since he was 7 years old, a college football athlete, 24 years of sport karate experience. We'll see if that plays out here tonight in the Kumite.
Into the pit, please.
Veteran referee Sam Amidi gets us going here in fight number 1, Ross.
Looking forward to this, man. This is
you ready? You ready? Let's go.
The classic sport karate versus WKF. Let's see how this adds up, man. I've been around Chad for a long time. Starts off with a nice low kick, too.
Beautiful work. Excellent land there from Javier. Chad taking the center. Really expert front kick and good right hand, Ross.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, both of them just maintaining the space. Chad controlling a little bit. Nice side kick. And we're seeing our first sweep.
Right.
Good follow-up, good knee.
Need to body Ortega. Didn't like that one, but action gets going. 24 years, grand championship wins for Chad Cannon. He's been training since he was 7 years old. That is a lifetime of experience, Ross.
Very long time he's been training.
Yeah. Talking about the struggles of the Kumite the last 2 weeks, Javier Ortega cut 18 pounds in 7 days for this opportunity, and you got to wonder how much that really wears on the body, Ross.
It's a lot of weight, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not ideal, but hey, these guys have an opportunity. Little timeout here.
Sam,
neutral corner for me, please.
You got an opportunity to jump in here. Sometimes you got to do some things that you don't want to do.
Coaching.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But he's here, and he made it. He's getting a quick timeout.
He's taking a low blow immediately.
Yeah. That doesn't do well after a weight cut either.
Got to mention again, those sleeveless skis. Got to get me one of those, Ross.
Good? Yeah, timekeeper, time back in. Let's go.
Sam Amidi gets us going. Round number 1
They don't give
continues.
me all the access to the gear.
I feel like you get more rotation without the sleeve, just like that from Ortega. Chad Cannon, right hand. Exits really nicely, really defensively aware, Ross.
And Chad's got a good base as well. Not only just the sport karate, but he's training at a really high-level gym down in Texas with ambush Muay Thai. So we're seeing a good blend here.
Ortega on the back foot, really stuck in the corner of the pit here. Chad Cannon trying to unload. Ortega with a big whiff. We think about the experience that Ortega has as well. National champion in Venezuela. That's a tough task to accomplish.
100%. You never want to be just a local champ, right? But we're talking countrywide. These guys are doing their thing at the highest level.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Chad Cannon swinging that leg like a lumberjack trying to take down a tree, Ross.
Yeah, you got to slow him down, and that's the one way to do it, especially with the calf kick.
Sam Amedi separates end of round number 1. First couple minutes in the can of the Karate Combat Kumite. Let's take it to the jury and see what they're thinking.
I think both guys are doing really well. I love the calf kicks that Chad is throwing. It's very smart. You see that his opponent is waiting. Ortega is waiting to pull the trigger, constantly waiting to land that cross. I think he should throw a little bit more combinations.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel, when I'm watching them, I don't feel that they are amateurs or, that they never been in the pit before.
Yep.
So they adapted to the whole concept, right away.
Yeah, I also think that it's a great mix of styles. See, the red corner is very active, feinting a lot, putting a lot more activity. And then we have the blue corner that is kind of waiting for that knockout punch. So it's a great matchup.
Yep.
Sure.
Round number 2. Moments away.
You ready? You ready?
Super good first round.
Excellent first round. Ross, who would you give those first couple minutes to?
Yeah, honestly, that's a tough one, man. And you have the low kicks from Chad, but you have those big bombs from Ortega. Nice low kick on the way down. Let's see what happens with the ground and pound. Remember, only 3 seconds here in the amateur rules.
Ortega brought to the hip momentarily, but doesn't seem super, out of his wits. He's still very composed.
Absolutely, and I think you can tell a little bit of sense of urgency. So I'm curious to, his coaches probably told him he's got to unload a little bit more. He's throwing more combinations, or maybe he just heard Bas in between rounds.
Big left hook right there from Ortega, but Chad Cannon still on the pressure. Big leg kick downstairs. And return.
Those are going to add up. Nice spin kick attempt there.
Ortega, excellent, circling out. We think about Chad Cannon, inspired by his older brother at 7 years old to start this martial arts journey. Here he is on the precipice of a contract.
That's fine, he didn't clinch. That's fine, he didn't clinch. That's fine, it wasn't a clinch. Let's go.
Get right back to the action.
Excellent power from Ortega through this second round. I mean, he is swinging hammers, as they say.
I like it. It's the speed and the variety from Chad and the power from Ortega. You can see he's loading up every shot. Looks like he's getting ready to uncork another one. There it is. Big right hand from Ortega.
I love the stance switch from Chad Cannon. He's getting that orthodox and that southpaw look, really keeping it different.
And I think that's the difference when you start taking these sport karate guys and you give them a little bit of Muay Thai experience. A lot of sport karate fighters are used to, good right hand there from Chad.
Ortega took a couple of those, worked well, but he might be a little bit damaged. That left hook just comes right over the top. Brief pause here. Seems like Chad Cannon getting the better of all these exchanges in round number 2. Ortega, though, not deterred, still pushing forward, still trying to take the action to Chad Cannon.
Couple clean body shots from Chad.
This is what I imagine the game plan should be from Ortega. Be active, be the man initiating the sequences.
Could be a third. Go up. There could be a third.
Let's see.
Go up, there could
round
be a
number
third.
2 in the can. Let's take it to the jury and see what they think about that second round.
What we want to do.
Yeah, I think this is, for me, this is the third round.
Yeah? All right.
What do you think, Bas?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was very close. I think that Ortega really started coming in now, started throwing combinations, great. I think Chad, his stance, I love his stance because his shoulder's a little bit more left backwards, so that means he's got more power in his left punch in his last kick.
Yeah.
He was doing really good with jobs, but I'm all for third round as well.
Yeah, I like the clash of styles. Ref, we're going for another round.
No problem, thank you.
Thank you very much.
The league president, Adam Kovacs, gets us set for a third and final round. Ross Levine, we get more action.
You can't go wrong with an extra round.
If you're in the corner of Chad Cannon, what would be the advice?
Let's go.
Stay busy. Stay active. The range.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Maintaining the range, throwing different combinations. We started seeing him go not just head and leg, but he started attacking the body at the end. I'd love to see him do more. And I think for Ortega, it's time to go forward, put the pressure on. Remember, this is the only round that counts now.
Final round between Chad Cannon and Javier Ortega, the national champ of Venezuela in the 24 years of sports karate experience. Good land by Cannon.
Yeah, sometimes the pressure of that third round kind of can create a stalemate, but let's see these guys put some action together.
Feels like whoever's been pressuring, whoever's been initiating the striking exchanges has been winning.
They're getting the better of the exchanges, yeah. I mean, especially in the pit, right? You gotta move forward. Look at that. Oh, nice little exchange. That's the athleticism of Chad Cannon.
That's a college athlete right there.
Absolutely. He was a running back, I believe.
Big land by Ortega. Love the countering attempt. He's really trying to make the reads late in this fight.
Yeah, the challenge though is he's throwing one for Chad's 3 and 4.
Excellent speed by Chad Cannon on the exit of that sequence, and Ortega backing up, retreating a lot on the bicycle. Optics of this third and final round kind of going to Chad Cannon.
We talked earlier about that weight cut. Maybe it's starting to come into play here in this third round.
18 pounds in 1 week. I mean, that's my left arm, Ross.
45 seconds, Chad.
I don't know what that would be in my body. I'm a little bit of a bigger frame than you, but yeah, it's a lot. I don't want to cut that much in a pound. I can probably eat that much food in one day.
Big land
coming out strong at the end, yeah.
Chad Cannon firmly in the middle of the pit here. Both these guys looking like karate combat athletes, I will say that.
I'm liking it. Yeah, you can see the power, you can see the intent. They're not looking sloppy at all. But cardio is king.
Another leg kick by Chad Cannon. Even though they've got the shin guards, that has got to sting, Ross.
It doesn't take any. The calf is such a small muscle, too. In the quad, you can get away with it. But the calf it's relentless.
Final moments of the third and last round of this one at lightweight. Chad Cannon really coming alive here in the third round. And
all right,
by all accounts,
I love it.
Got to think that between those three rounds, Chad Cannon just simply got the better of all the exchanges, was pressuring more. I got a 2-1 Cannon.
Yeah, I agree. If we're looking at a total of the 3 rounds, I definitely think we go round 2, round 3 to Chad. But I think the third one's the only one that matters, so definitely Chad Cannon takes it.
Here's a couple looks at the replays. Ross Levine, take us through it.
Man, good body shots from Chad. And there's what we're talking about throughout the whole fight. He's putting pressure, combinations together, and then gets his head out of the way. Just good angles.
Really excellent defensive movement by both gentlemen. Javier Ortega, just lethal intention on every single strike. A lot of power from that young man. Let's take it over to the jury and see what their thoughts are.
Yes, I thought both fighters were doing really well. I believe the round number 3 was definitely Chad Cannon took that one. Like I said, his style, that's why his left kicks are still drilling through with the coming in. The in and out movement constantly let his opponent miss. But both fighters, phenomenal job, man.
It's always a pleasure hearing from legendary martial artists, critiquing skill and also, complimenting you.
I was very impressed. You couldn't feel the difference between the pro fight and an amateur fight. Yep. I think both of you did great, and it's great that you had a pit time now. And we're looking forward to the decision.
Yeah, I really love the clash of styles, like mentioned before. Chad, you had a really cool mix-up of your punches and your kicks and the knees. Moved a lot, feinted a lot, so you had a very high pace all the time. And Javier, your punches, I felt you were the more schooled boxer. Really went for the evil intention punches. So it was a really great fight, and this will be a hard one.
Yep.
I think I get more shots in target than him. I think he missed a lot of punches.
He got me a couple good shots, so it kind of changed up my strategy of the fight.
Let's take it inside to Alex Wendling to find out the winner of our first fight of the night.
Well, you two both put it on the line just now. The feint game over here from you, Chad, and then the sense of urgency you had in the second round. Javier, congratulations to you both. I know our jury is deciding. This is a really tough one, but I can't wait to see their decision.
What it would mean for me to get that Karate Combat contract, man, this is one of the last stretches of martial arts competitively that I want to do.
Yeah, we made a decision.
That I said before, I think I get more contact than him. At the end, it's their decision, but I'm ready for the next round.
Chad, you're going to the next round.
Chad,
congratulations, Chad Cannon.
And by the way, so in this division, from the losers, we will pick one who can come back and try it once more.
So
you've got a good chance, Javier.
Yep, stay ready.
Chad Cannon ultimately gets the decision here, but Javier Ortega, if he gets the opportunity to come back in, he's going to be a problem to deal with.
Yeah, the power, he's for sure. There was no doubt about it. He definitely carried the bigger power. But again, Karate Combat is not just about power. It's about skill. It's about variety. It's about working through all the little pieces.
Alex Wendling getting a post-fight interview with Chad Cannon, the winner, moving on to the semifinals.
Chad, you just had a spectacular performance. When you got the call for this and knew that there was a chance you could go to a third round, how did you prepare for that?
Well, I've been training my conditioning, so I train a lot of Muay Thai. So, we go 3 rounds, 10 rounds a night almost, so my conditioning was there. Mentally, I did have to regroup myself because I was wanting to end the fight, in the first round or 2. But I was able to do that and come out. I kind of changed my pace just a little bit. Last round, used a little bit my Muay Thai pace, a little slower pace, less of like a point fighting bounce. So, yeah, worked out well.
You did that, and it was so obvious that you have a very athletic background with the feint game and everything that we saw in there. So what is your background?
So my background is taekwondo. I do have a black belt in Kyokushin as well. Then I've been training kickboxing for about 8 years also. So, like the point karate base, taught me timing, quickness, distance. Muay Thai taught me more of like my power, Thai kicks, boxing style. And then, Kyokushin karate helped me out a lot too with my movement, low leg kicks. So a little bit of blend of everything.
A beautiful blend. You'll have a lot to talk about with Bas Rutten with the Kyokushin. Congratulations on a crazy win.
Thank you.
Moving on to the semis is Chad Cannon. Maybe we'll see Javier Ortega again. Thank you, Alex Wendling, for that excellent post-fight interview.
That concludes the first fight of the lightweight division. Now let's see who's going to fight next.
Hi everyone, myself Syed Mohammad Hussein. I'm from India. Recently I moved to the Chicago. I'm Thai boxing world champion, 6-time karate international champion, US Open international champion, Sharjah Open champion and Malaysia Open champion. My father is a black belt, my mother is a black belt. They trained me when I was a kid. I'm very fortunate to be born in that family. They make me a state level player, they make me national level player because they train me very hard, so that's the reason I'm here. It's my dream to be a part of a karate comeback. All the people know that this is one of the largest comeback sports. If I get a chance to be a karate comeback player, well, I will show the world who is Hussein and how the Indian fighter look like. I am a first Indian to represent my country in such a big platform.
Before Saeed's dreams come true, after his unsuccessful weigh-in, he needs to cut 4 pounds as soon as possible.
I lost like 3.5 pounds in a 1.5 hour. I was like, I have to do that.
You got half a pound. Half a pound. You got to lose half a pound.
More half a pound?
Half. Half. It's nothing.
It's a great opportunity to show who I am, and if I don't make a weight, I lost the opportunity. So I was like, just do it, don't give yourself, and I make it.
152 even. Good.
I'm not nervous at all. I'm very excited. I just want to finish that, and I just want to win the contract. My strategy is just, I'm looking forward to knock them out, that's it. I'm missing my brother and my father. He used to be my corner, but he's not here. I'm missing you, Dad, but inshallah, I will not let you down. I will give the 100% and I will make you proud.
My name is Chance Rice Wingo. I come from Ocala, Florida, and my fighting style of karate is Shito-ryu. Martial arts has always been in me since I was a 2-year-old. I come from the Rice family. They're a big horse training family, probably one of the most famous horse training families in the world.
A trained air rescue swimmer, top of my class in multiple schools in that, place bodybuilder, trained hundreds of clients, fitness model, and I even did some ballroom dancing.
Because I was in that competitive family, it not only taught me to become disciplined in my life, but also become disciplined in my work ethic anywhere I go. And I brought that into mixed martial arts and in my training, my nutrition, and the way I live my life. I got this opportunity 2 weeks ago. Coach Joe said, "You're a black belt in karate, you do have experience in MMA fighting, do you want this?" I said, "Heaven, yeah, let's try it out." My cardio was great the next day, and here we are.
That's my philosophy, taking care of your temple as your body, as especially Gichin Funakoshi said as well. He got into karate for his health.
And it's scary to see that our testosterone and hormones are going down.
That we've become too civilized, as Mick said in Rocky 3. And I aim to not only practice what I preach, to fight for what I preach and prove it in the pit. And I don't need no judges, I only need K and O.
It'll probably be a pretty fight, but I want to make it hard on him as he's going to try to make it hard on me. And the game plan for this is pressure and destruction. I'm going in there for violence. So I treat it as like, God has made this opportunity for me. Why would I be scared? I'm made for this moment. I'm bred for this moment. It's something I've always been attracted to. I've always wanted to do. And I've always wanted to be on a stage to showcase my martial arts skills that I've learned over, basically 30 years of my life now.
We are ready to go here, so let's get ready to fight.
Our next fight in the lightweight quarterfinals between Chance Rice Wingo and Syed Mohammad Hussein.
still I can't believe that I'm competing in a pit, because when I was in India, I was dreaming to be one day I'm gonna be in a pit and I'm gonna show to the world who I am.
I'm in there to perform, and I'm going to treat this as a hard spar, except this time I don't have to hold back. I can actually go 100%.
Out of the blue corner, Saeed, very respectful individual, 9-time international karate champion, most recently won the US Open, 55 countries represented in that tournament. India ruled supreme with Saeed Muhammad Hussein. Out of the red corner, Chance Rice Wingo, special ops experience. He has been through everything in the last decade. Organic individual, puts the right stuff in his body to get the right results in the pit.
Gentlemen, in the pit for me, please. Stay back, all the way back, go back. Gentlemen, ready? Round one, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Sam Amini gets us going in this second quarterfinal bout at lightweight. Saeed Muhammad Hussein, 9-time international champion. That's a lot of high-level sports karate, Ross.
Yeah, oh, big time. I mean, won the US Open. This is going to be interesting. We have some MMA experience versus, big drop here.
Saeed eating some shots from Chance Rice Wingo. Chance Wingo looking to make a statement in round number one.
And they're throwing back. Man, this is action. This is what we wanted for the Kumite.
Chance is an individual who is going to keep coming forward. Pressure is the name of the game for Chance Wingo.
Unbelievable here. Big action. Wow, catching the kicks and throwing right back. This is just an absolute barn burner right off the bat. They do have another round if it goes that far.
Hussein grimacing here in the octagon. The power of Chance Wingo.
And the fight is over.
Calls it off. First round KO for the Spec Ops trained Chance Wingo. Wow. What a finish.
My goodness, the pressure from day one, the beginning, as soon as the opening bell hit, it was just non-stop forward pressure from Wingo. He put all the combinations together. He was punching, he was kicking, going to the head, going to the body. He was catching kicks. Man, it only took 2 fights in our Kumite to get a KO.
Let's take it to some of the replays from that electric first round. Chance Rice Wingo just did not let off the pressure in the offense.
I mean, we were just talking about it. Look at this head. And well, that was the very finish, but there were a whole bunch of techniques here, just non-stop. And you know what I like too? He's moving his head off angles. He was taking a couple steps in different directions. It wasn't just rock'em sock'em robots, right? There was some intentional movement here behind all these techniques. Gotta love it.
No question about Chance Rice Wingo's offensive abilities and his composure. Let's take it to the jury to find their thoughts on that first round stoppage.
And now we go to our jury for their thoughts. Boss, what are your thoughts on the first ever knockout in Kumite history?
It was nice. I mean, he blitzed straight through. It was a little wild. I don't know if this game plan is a good game plan for 3-minute rounds and to do it 3 of those. But he, you know, I was looking at his breathing. His mouth was still closed, so he was dealing with it very easy. And he was pinpoint accuracy, so he hit what he wanted to hit. And yes, it was wild, but still it was very effective. And his opponent, I would say, you know, I would, for him, work on his kicks, setting it up. Set the kicks up with strikes. I think that it will have a better effect.
And Adam, your thoughts on Chance's performance?
No, I mean, I agree 100%. It was a wild fight. But, you know, this is what we like to see at Karate Combat. You know, when they jump into the pit, they give it all they have. And I agree with Bas again. You need to work on your defense for sure, but a very, very impressive performance for the first time in the pit.
Samuel, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm going to comment on the first, for both fighters in the whole, like the first 45 seconds were just crazy. Blue corners start to throw some crazy kicks. You respond with some crazy counters, and it's just, from second one, it was a really good fight. And in the end, red corner turned out victorious. But in terms of entertainment and, you know, in terms how you represented yourself, no matter who won, this was a great fight. So congratulations to both of you.
Yes, you gentlemen left it all out there, and now we have to decide if that knockout is enough to get a contract and move on to the next round.
Ref stopped it. What else is there? I mean, you can't make the guy continues.
We'll give the judges time to make their decision.
I have to accept that it is what it is. I lost the game. But I will come back and show who am I.
for sure, I would love to use that pit next time. Just give me more time.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear, you know, like we don't have to really decide because this was a very impressive performance. So, Chance, you're going to the next round.
Congratulations, Chance Wingo.
Chance Rice Wingo punching his way into the semifinals. What a statement in the opening frame here from Chance.
It was very tough, you know. It wasn't easy. The guy had some amazing kicks. He had some amazing pressure forward for a karate guy.
I performed well in the 30-second, but on the other hand, when it's come to the defense, I think my defense is not too good.
A lot of action. I definitely promised I'd have pressure and violence. It's just I didn't use my defense enough to set up that violence.
That was not the game.
That was not the game plan.
But it worked out.
It worked out, I guess. Either way.
There is one more spot here in the Kumite, and the jury is going to decide which fighter who lost their first fight will be given another chance. We only have one more spot left in the semifinals. Jury, who's it gonna be?
I deserve a second opportunity on the pit to show maybe there a mistake on the decision.
My position, I think I speak for everybody almost. Well, I don't want to take it away, but I would say Ortega. I think he should go through. It was a very game fight what he had. It was also a really good opponent that he had as well. So that would be my choice.
He also lost, but he did not knock out, so they choose him, not me. It's okay.
Great fight from both of you, and but in this case, I can only choose one, and I will also go with Ortega.
Yeah, I can just echo them. You both showed great heart when entering the pit, but Ortega, you are back in the tournament.
Congratulations, Javier Ortega. Thank you, jury.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Javier Ortega back in the mix at lightweight, Ross Levine.
I like to see it. You know, I mean, it's tough when you have just one to pick from, you know, and one got finished. It's an automatic for the other side, I would imagine. But yeah, I mean, Ortega is great. It was a good performance. He put on a good piece of the show, and I'm excited to see him get back into the semifinal and have another chance to go and do his thing.
Congratulations to all the fighters that braved the pit and advanced one step closer to joining Karate Combat. For Bas, Adam, Samuel, Ben, and Ross, I'm Alex Wendling. See you next time in the pit. Today, our Kumite fighters move one step closer to earning that coveted Karate Combat contract.
I've never seen anybody setting up crosses with back fists.
The yellow card didn't help.
Smashes his way through round one of the bantamweight tournament.
That spinning back fist would have done really good on social media.
It's only 2 rounds or 2 minutes, guys. We gotta really start working.
I think it's more just my mentality of never giving up.
You're big guys, powerful shots.
Definitely could have done better, applied a little more pressure.
Whoever takes this contest will only have one fight till a Karate Combat contract.
Getting the contract would mean everything. It's possibly life-changing, you know?
Are we going to a third round?
You move on in the tournament.
Thanks for watching. I'm Layla, and if you liked what you just saw,